Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. Something a bit special today. Two new Joy toy, and I say new, they're new to me, they're not new releases, but I haven't seen many people with them in like the Facebook groups and whatnot. These are both meant to be 1/18 scale. This one's like, I guess, autonomous sort of mech thing. You know, little robot android, I guess. And this one is like another mech. It's more of an exoskeleton, big exoskeleton mech for 1/18 scale. Looking at the pictures, they're using this pretty much identical or the same parts. So you should be able to add and match and make bigger or smaller or whatever, I guess, using that. But I'll find out in a moment. I'm assuming that they are going to be self-assembly, particularly since this one shouldn't fit in the box that way. Okay, so let's look at this one first and come back to this one after. This just says X18 Qinlan, and this is X18. It says Mech, but it's more of a exoskeleton mech or skeleton mech. Okay, so we have foam, exciting stuff. Instructions, very good. How to assemble. God, that's a big ass gun. And then just, I guess it's contents on the back. Let's put that to there. I'll keep the instructions handy. A bag of parts, foam, and then nothing underneath the foam. Okay, so it's not a lot. Let's hope it's enough. Okay, so 2 legs, like here's the box picture. Okay, gun and body, and what are these small parts here? Alright, I'm not going to open it unless I need it, because I don't want to lose them just yet. Let's put it back in that Ziploc bag. Always keep Ziploc bags handy to put little bits and bobs in and keep your figures together. Is always a good tip. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 6. I've got less parts. Okay, I see. So some of the parts come pre-assembled. That's going to be a bit confusing. So let me see that go. Where does that go? Okay, that goes that way. That must go there. And then okay, no, that can't be right, can it? How will that attach to there? Slightly confusing. Okay, I got it now. There we go. And then legs. Where do they attach? That back piece, it must be. Oh, that was rather easy to do. So now I've got to make it stand up like sort of chicken legs. Okay, it's quite a lot of actual articulation in this, which is nice. Whew. That's pretty cool. So you've got here this, I guess it's like a control unit with camera. That goes forwards, and you can pivot it left and right. It also can pivot from the other joint. Oh! It popped out, but there is another joint here you can pivot from as well. So you can change the height of this head. What are these? Do these move? Okay, these move outwards and inwards. You have this back section like a counterbalance. That's got a little ski foot that moves. This moves. The legs, you have like double jointed knees. There's a joint here and a joint there, so that's going to be a lot of articulation. And you've got joint on the ankles and also swivel on the ankles, so there's a great range of motion there. And it looks like, no, that popped out. I said it looks like, maybe I'm wrong, it looks like the hips, does that move? Ooh. Yeah, so the hips can swivel, but it's a bit stiff on one side. There we go. The hips can swivel outwards too. There's a lot of articulation in this. But to balance it, you're going to have to get the legs to go in a specific position. I would think backwards and then forwards. Right, maybe forwards and backwards might be a better idea. Let's have a look. Why is this side working like that and that side's not working like that? Let's have a look. This is on... Ah, that pivots too, no wonder. So you can pivot side to side from the center. That's why my legs aren't looking quite even, because it's already pivoted to one side. There we go, one side. That's in the center now. That will explain something. Also help it balance, hopefully. Keeps popping out on this one side. I can stiffen that up if need be. Let's put that down, more of a counterbalance. That is pretty cool. I think the aesthetic is left wanting a little bit, but I do like it. And the colouring, the paint apps on this, very nicely weathered in a nice sand colour. In fact, let me compare that to... There we go. This is a... Marauder Task Force Valkyrie, quite matching, get a good sense of scale, and the colour looks quite good too. That is nice, and that gun's like a rail gun or something. That is awesome. It's simple, but it's quite effective. It could be like an autonomous gun post or a little tracker hound or sentry or something. That's pretty cool. I like that. Let's put that here so you can still see it. Now let's come to the one that I'm really looking forward to. This X18 Mech, they call it. Let's have a look at this one. Let's put the box behind the camera, but upright so I can still see it in case I need guidance. Foam again, yay! Instructions, thank God for those. So it looks like you build the man, or you build the mech, sorry, around the man. And there's the parts. And look like identical parts. Except you've got footrests on the legs and you've got arms. Okay, let's have a look at the parts here. One bag of parts again. Oh, no, you've got a little bag of those two strange bits again. So let's have a look. Right, I didn't use these bits in the last one, in this one. So will I need them on this one? I don't know what those bits are. Again, I'll put them back in this bag and I'll take them out if I need to use them later. If anyone's got this or this one here and you know what these little bits are for, do let me know. Okay, let's get these instructions again. So we have... That's a bit... Okay, I see. Again, some of the things have come pre-attached, but on the actual instructions, they're not attached. If that makes sense. Is that okay? So your man goes in here, holds with his handles, and this is supposed to pop down over their head. Let me grab a joy toy. I use one of their blank ones here. I'll stick him in just the videos. This is like a build it yourself. Yeah, his head won't fit through there. Maybe if I was to pop his head off, he will fit. How does he work on this? Let's have a look. So arms bent first, legs either side. God, that is feeling a bit small for 118. Now his arms are popping out. Let's pop his arm back in quickly. Okay, so yeah, this is quite a tight fit. I have to be said. It doesn't feel like it feels a touch small for 118. Is he in? He is struggling to fit in here. He really is. is this part here just feels a bit too short, because I can't get his head back on because this part here keeps getting in the way of the neck peg. Okay, that will work there. Let's see if I can get his head in. God, that's going to be so uncomfortable. He's going to choke him. Okay, let me try a different figure. One that's a bit more held together than a blank, which I've not glued, obviously. I'll go back to my Marauder Task Force, because she's a bit slimmer. Can she fit without taking the head off? No, take her head off first. This should be easy because she's got a built-in neck peg, so it'll just hopefully just slot through the top. Let's have a look. Yeah, so she's in there. Let's put her head back on. Okay, can she hold these handles? Let's have a look. Oh yeah, that's one. Bit difficult on the handles though, because the joint for the handle, it sort of interferes with the elbow joint. So you've got to take her arms out slightly so she can get the joints to move out being interfered with by her elbows. Okay, that's looking pretty good so far. So she is in there. What's this part? This go, yeah, you see, this is supposed to go here, but it won't fit in because her head's in the way. It's supposed to go like that. So that'll have to be much longer, needs an extension. So I will leave it off for now. In fact, I can see this trying to pull apart. So you can dismantle it and build your own. In fact, these handles are the same as these parts on the front of this one, so you do get spare parts. Okay, legs, they've got little foot plates, so how's her feet going to fit in these? Let's have a look. Okay, that's not too bad. Let's put this one in first. How's her foot going to fit in this? Okay, the foot plates have articulation too, which makes it slightly easier. Bum, bum, bum. Bzz, bzz, bzz. Okay, this part I can't put in unless that extends, I said, so that leaves me 2 arms and a gun. These must attach to the shoulder, so it'll be up the top here. Is that the right? Yeah, that's the right way. That is pretty damn cool, and her colour matches so well with it. Look at that. That is awesome. Pretty good. Can stride quite fast, run fast it looks like, but she will struggle if she gets shot at because there's not much armour on there. And then you have this big gun here, which will be opposite way to that one with a handle. So let's have it in her right hand. Again, have a quick look. So the arms are in fact the same as the legs, except you have this hand, not foot. So you've got the same double kneecap or double elbow joint in this case. You can swivel at the biceps, swivel up the shoulder, upwards and down at the shoulder. Very nice. Okay, so let's... in fact, look at that. This is how tight she gets her bicep, or the mech does. Really tight. I mean, I can't get my arm that tight. Ugh. I do like this a lot. This is particularly nice. The only criticism I would say again is there's no armor or protection for the person, but that's just a minor point. Okay, these hands there, and how this one going to hold this one like this. The joints are a bit stiff, which can make it a bit difficult to hold or to move. Now, if I push that one backwards and inwards, oh, now she's let go of her control stick. No, hold on. Okay. So I want to pose her really nicely if I can. Alright, let's start again. This arm needs to be back slightly more. Let's pivot that, bend that. Okay. Let's see what articulation we can get from here. Oh, hands popped off. Now the hands are rubbery, which I really like because it means it's easy to grip stuff and you don't get scared of breaking fingers. That is pretty damn cool. Look at that. That is really, really nice. Let's see if I can do an action pose. The problem is with her feet inside the foot plates, foot supports. If you move the leg, they will move. If you move the hip, they will move, and then they'll sort of change her posture. Maybe she'll pop out. But I can still move from the kneecaps, but it's going to make it really hard to get a nice balanced posture. I'm telling a lie. Look at that one. She's sort of looking upwards now. I like this a lot. This just looks so good. And now I see. Oh my word. There's 2 pivots on the hip. Oh. So you need to get them aligned up to get the legs an even height. Otherwise she will be a bit lopsided. In fact, those hips are in differently. I see. Okay. Because I've got the hips in the wrong way. It looks like. So that one. Or it was pre-put in the wrong way. Let's have a look. Okay, that should be upwards. That should be inwards. Let's try that again. Okay. Now let's try and get her feet back into these foot supports. Okay, legs are even. Hands popped out again. With the joints being quite stiff, which is great for holding poses. It makes it hard to pose when you've actually got a figure inside there. But now that's looking pretty good. Will she stand up? Yes, she will. That is an awesome piece of work. Let's get a sense of scale. So I'll get this blank figure back again, who I'll have to glue together, or certain parts of him in the future. See, here, blank airborne. You can see a sense of scale there. If I get, oh, I forgot. Okay, if I get one of these acid rain weld, let's put this one next to him there. You get an idea. And I will get a Marvel Legends Bath Crimson Dynamo, because he's obviously much bigger scale and huge. And we get an idea of scale against. And that is really, really nice. Again, he'll be in suggested videos as well. I like this a lot. This is really nice looking mech. I like the set. I like the thought that's gone into it. It's quite easy to set up. You can chop and change. You see these extra holes in the arms and the legs and the gun, so you can put things in different positions. That is quite a well thought out system. Just the joints seem to be a bit tight in places, and it seems a bit too small for 118, but it's way too big for like 124, the other scale that Joy Toy are specializing in, are doing at the moment. But it does look good, and she looks really good in her sort of sand color and this sand color there. Something like the Seth Ranger, he would not fit in. He's too bulky. If I took off all his armor and stuff, he may fit in. So this is something for a unequipped or untooled up figure. Just a shame this headpiece can't fit in. Are there any other things I could put to make? Okay, so if I look on this one, and I've got a spare bit here, would that work? See, even with this part on the bottom, and this part is still too small. I'd have to get more parts to make that fit, which is a shame, because that is supposed to go in front of her face. Let's take that part off. As like a sort of camera. Zip, zip, zip. But I think it looks better without it, actually. Very, very nice. Bit difficult to pose with the figure inside, but it is really nice. I do like that a lot. Okay, let's put this on again here. And here's the spare part from here I didn't use. Okay, this is Awesome Action Toys. I am signing out saying please like, share and subscribe. I'll be back to more Awesome Action Toy videos boop, 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 for you. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye bye.